Hey everyone, VH here. Thank you so much for joining me today. So, today's episode is an account review for our good friend Eric. We're going to go through, check out the account, see what we can do, and he has given us a blank check to make wholesale changes to the account, which of course we end up doing. If you like the video, please make sure you subscribe. And if this is something that you think you would like done to your account, check in with us on stream on a Friday or jump into our Discord. Let me know all about your account and let me know what we can do to help. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get straight into it. So we're going to start off by going through his heroes, then we'll go through his gear, his artifacts, and we'll look at his grimoire and his treasure train, etc. And then we'll talk about where his account is. And then we're going to start talking about what we're going to do with the heroes, etc. that we've got. So, off rip, Destinied Wukong. Wukong, not advised to be your first Destiny hero. I have seen worse things done. It's not the end of the world. Trio of Origin 5 Betty fully subbed up isn't ideal. Lord of Fear Aspen, no subs. And then we've got Weaver, Ignatia, Yermterm, Elena, and Queen, all V4'd. They're all the 4 trans tenants for Wukong and Aspen. They're both homeowners. Then we've got an E5 Oscar. You're preparing, aren't you? Preparing for Oscar to be an absolute Chad. Wukong, Azrael, Aspen on Kirimaru as the other tenants. Let's go through gear and artifacts. 3-star Resonance gear, perfect. I presume it's attuned. It is, with their splendid lingering. Glittery Dragon Rui. Breath of Forest. Echo of Death, Echo of Death. Orb of Annihilation, Golden Crown, Echo of Death, Echo of Death, Echo of Death, Echo of Death. Azrael? Okay. Artifacts are a problem, gear's not a problem. Let's check hero shards. You've got loads of shards, so we're fine on food, which is great for something we're doing later. And your bag itself, we are low on subs, but we're going to sort that out. We're low on Stellar, but we're going to sort that out. We've got plenty of COT, which is fine. Loads of soul symbols, which is fantastic. Scrolls is a bit of an issue. Only having 200 scrolls and 177 profit orbs and 194 wishing coins. You're not free to play, but you're not far off it, so it's a difficult thing to get there, but we need to sort that out for February because it's a big month, so we've got to make sure we're really locked in and saving. We haven't got loads of Grimoire Essence, which is fine. You've probably maxed out what you can get to, but we've got loads of Dust and Promo Stones, which is going to help with building stuff out. We've also got an Infusion Stone. Chest-wise, we're looking dire, but that's okay. That's okay. The only thing worse than like over-hoarding is, overspending is over-hoarding, and you haven't over-hoarded. You've done the opposite. You've kept everything nice and tight, and that's fine. Core of Origins. So you've got Wukong's full core, and then you've got some shards. So we haven't got Betty's core. Even though she's T5 with full subs. Okay. Let's go and look at Treasure Train. $1.7 million attack and 148 million HP. It's not a big train, but it's not small either. That's absolutely cool. And the Grimoire, level 70, maxed out on the Grimoire Essence. So you've only got a few more levels to go. That's okay. And I know you've done the Glory Challenge because you had 2.2 million Spiritual Essence, and you've done that. Perfect. The good thing is, and we're not going to go too into detail right this second, this is so fixable, so quickly. We've got loads of food. We've got the Spiritual Essence that I need, and we're going to have the Stellar and the food that we need. So that's absolutely fine. Let's go into where we're going to go first. Let's just check out some of the basic stuff. Void Vortex, Overseer. That's because you haven't got the core. Betty's core. Realms Gate. 121. Perfect. That's fine. Let's go into Void Campaign. 5-4. You should be further than that with the amount of trans heroes you've got, but it's fine. I don't know how far Wukong pushes on his own, and he's only 13 million attack, nearly 14 million attack. So I don't think you're doing terribly for what heroes you've got, but for what we can build up, you're going to end up doing better than that, I promise you. Tower of Brave, we'll look at Seal Land. I'm not expecting anything massive. Yeah, 25, 27, 30 and the 220s. Absolutely fine. No problems there. Aspen Dungeon, you're in the middle of 150 and your maximum 163. Okay. Wukong and Betty are really good at this. So we will get you there further. We will definitely get you further. Do you do Fantasy Arcade? 107 stars. You've dipped your toes in. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so that's the brief overview of the account. We'll show you the homes. I didn't know if to do this separately or not. We'll show you the homes and show you what he's got. Level 86, level 89, and he's put Wukong in the home. Ah, right, don't do this. Everyone's looking here. Don't build these up. It's a waste of resources. It just is a waste of resources. You've done this because Wukong is your destiny hero. I am going to completely change this up. And you've got Aspen in a home and they're all level 1s. Okay. So yeah, we're going to change this up. What we're going to do actually, we've transitioned to graphics. We will move back to the account obviously to show exactly what we've done after this. So Eric has Wukong as a homeowner. He has built up Ignatia and Yurmterm as the tenants. Okay. So first and foremost, he's made a mistake that loads of players make, which is V4ing his tenants. The attack boost that you get from V4ing the tenants works out to about 150,000 attack, which is like 1.2% of Wukong's total attack, at a cost of 10 million stellar and 8 10-star heroes. Complete and utter waste. Don't ever do that. The only time you would do that, or that you would see tenants being leveled up like this, is if they are being used in your team. So, like we're going to do with Eric's account, if Aspen was your main homeowner and you had Queen and Elena here, you would obviously V4 them and then you'd start breaking their tree because they're going to be part of your team. So you're not just doing it to get the attack boost and HP boost for your homeowner, you're doing it to be stronger for your team. Also, if you were going down this route, say you had loads of excess stuff anyway, don't do it. But if you wanted to do it, don't V4 them. I've ripped this from another video that I've made. So you would get them to V3 and then you would build up the attack node. You wouldn't build up the speed and HP node. That would save you like 1.83 million stellar and a 10-star hero per hero that you're building up. So yeah, if you were going to do it, do that. We're not going to do that because we're going to make Aspen the homeowner. Aspen is fantastically easy to build. As a hero, he's really straightforward to use, and his two main tenants, Queen and Elena, are literally built for him. It's perfect, right? And he's already got the Wukong and he's already got the Betty. So Queen with her Abyssal Corruption, which nullifies the enemy's crit, makes them take more crit. Once you level it up, it reduces their crit. And then also has a chance when you level it up more to layer 2 levels of Abyssal Corruption. We're not 100% exactly how that works. And then Queen's Guard, all damage dealt to all of your teammates. And then once you've leveled it up enough, every time your teammates counterattack, which happens every time someone attacks Queen, it reduces the enemy's attack. Perfect. Elena, her active can put fear on the opposition, which is fantastic. It gives Aspen boosts as well as draining their energy if they're feared at the end of rounds. It gives your teammates chances to dodge. And black and white, every time the enemy does an active, she will shed a CC off of one of your teammates. And then when you level it up, it sheds 2 CCs off of 2 of your teammates. So it's incredibly strong. Betty, Twine Machine. She makes parts of the game just redundant. At the moment, he hasn't got the core, he hasn't got the artifacts, so he can't do Void Vortex yet. He can't complete it. So we're going to regress Betty to try and get some of the resources out of her. But when we get her treed up, we're going to want to get P3, which is Doomed to Death. It increases the energy gain every time she twines someone, and when it's really leveled up, it drains them from energy at the end of the round if they're twined. So you can imagine they're CC locked, they can't do anything, they're getting their energy drained constantly, and it just completely shuts the opposition down. And then on top of that, we have Wukong. Wukong does Fragile, he gives damage reduction, he stuns, all of the good things that are perfect. So we're stunning the opposition, we're fearing them, we're reducing their crit, we're reducing their crit damage, we're increasing R, all damage dealt, we're shedding CC, and we're twining them into non-existence, basically. So perfect comp for Aspen, perfect comp for this account. Let's jump back into the account and see what we've done. So here we are. This is what we've ended up doing. We needed to get some resources back out of the heroes that were sitting there wasted. So we took the imprints off of Yomtum and off Ignatia. We regressed Betty from Tree of Origin 5, and she was fully subbed out, down to Tree of Origin 1, and we've left her as she is. She hasn't got a core, and we haven't got the artifacts to fully make use of her yet, but she's going to be staying there as is. We then built Elena up to Tree of Origin 4, and we done her active sub, and we got her fully noble sublimed on her P2, black and white. We then put Queen up to T5, and we subbed out her active and her P3. We don't have enough subs to do what we wanted to do, which was obviously make this max, but that's fine for what it is. And then Aspen, we actived and P3'd him as well. Wukong has stayed exactly the same. So that's what we've done. The Celestial Island now looks like this. Where is it? It's here. Aspen with his full range of tenants, and that's fine. We're not going to build Aspen up. We're not going to build Onkiramara up. We've already explained why we're not going to do that. Now, I've got a little surprise. Eric has been a fan of the channel, and he's been a big supporter for a long time. He built up a mini account to help my guild get to level 30 so we can open it up for the rest of the guys and girls. We haven't quite got there yet, but we will get there. So I wanted to do something special for Eric. He said that I was allowed to obviously do this to his account, and I was really privileged, and he said I can do whatever I wanted. And again, I was very privileged. So I wanted to help him out. So we've got a little surprise in store. I'm going to go sort it out, and we'll be back in a second. I've done the work. So here's what I wanted to do. Changing around his account, I thought it looked a little bit down. It needed some boosting. So I've decided as a thank you to Eric, we were going to gift him 1,000 Starry Gems. And with that Starry Gems, we've gone out and we've bought him some copies that I liked from the auction house. Starting off strong with a Betty, we've got a quick damage reduction, control precision, and we're going to swap her over. And then we've got an Elena copy. Again, stinky E+ copy. We're going to swap that out. Solid attack as a tenant, and obviously we want to keep her slow, so that's fine, with a bit of a heal effect boost as well. Queen, swap her out, again, E copy, and we've got a nice B copy here. Armor and damage reduction, perfect. I'd liked it to have been a bit quicker, but it's fine. And then finally, we've got ourselves a much better Aspen copy. So we're going to go from 10.8 million attack to whoosh, crit damage, nice. From 10.8 million attack to 13.2. So significant difference. I will put a screenshot side by side to show the old Celestial Island and the new and the stats that it's given. But yeah, so I just wanted to do that to thank Eric. I really do appreciate him letting me on his account. What we'll do now, I will set the team up a bit and we'll see, I suppose, if we can do anything. Maybe it's too early, I don't know, but we'll try it out. Right, I'm not sure how this is going to go, but we're going to try it anyway and see if we can get it to work. We are working with like magic sources on heroes, including Betty and Wukong. So we'll see if we can get it to work. I don't think it will. This is a bit of a nasty wave, but who knows? We might end up getting a bit lucky. Yeah, so I mean, after this, what we'll do, we will go into like going forward, what he needs to look at doing and what he needs to prioritize. Okay. Because as I said, the bulk of the accounts there, and he's obviously had subs and he's had cores and things like that. So he's overlooked things like artifacts, which is weird because sometimes people go the other way. And they go crazy with artifacts and they don't have anything to build the heroes up with, but he's got food, etc. So yeah, we'll see. And so I just wanted to show this and just have a look. It's one of those things, we're not going to try this 100 times. It's just one of those things, but we want to see, as I said, certainly if we can get it or not. It's not looking fantastic, but as I said, nasty little wave. We haven't got any energy feed whatsoever, which for Aspen isn't particularly nice. Are we going to get there? Are we going to get there? Because I did try this pre-changing the account, and it wasn't. There was no way. There was no way. Oh yeah, we done it. So straight off rip, we're doing stuff. It doesn't matter that Wukong done the most damage, all right? For now, that's going to be what happens. He's the Destiny hero, but it's important to get it set up the right way. Obviously, Aspen will be the next Destiny hero, and we've set him on the right path. I didn't even look what this fight is. We're going to try... Oh. I don't know. This could go one of many ways. I have a feeling it's going to go terribly. It's interesting. I don't think I see waves. I'm not even that much further ahead than him. I'm just about to finish chapter 7. I swear I don't see waves like this. Mim and Carry. Nasty. I mean, Betty's going to be doing not an awful lot for us. But, as I said, it's a solid little team. And the setup's there. So, yeah, let's just see how this goes. We'll fast forward it. Because I don't want to do... If we do beat this, I won't do any more. I want to leave that, obviously, for my boy Eric. And what we'll do, we'll come back in like a month's time and see what kind of progress we got to. But, yeah. I actually think... Oh, it depends, doesn't it? Obviously, it depends once we start killing people. Because we want to leave the carries till last. Those mims, man. This takes me back to early game. Beating mims in the tower. It's only round 3, so I feel like I don't have to skip ahead yet. You guys can watch this. By the way, he's got 4 monsters maxed out. I don't know how he's done that, but he's got Phoenix, Apparition, Dragon, and something else. A Lion, obviously. So yeah, he's got 4 monsters. I've only got 2 on my main, but admittedly, I did have like a 5-year break. Is this going well? I mean, the problem is, yes, Aspen nuking him down. And because Eric did say on stream the other day that his Aspen wasn't doing anything. And it's one of those things that, especially main damage dealers, obviously they're not going to if they're not built properly. So the fact, even just having a solid copy on him is going to make the world of difference. And obviously having him in a home where he's getting his 10M boosts, again, is going to be massive. Do we clear them out here? Yeah. This is just a nasty little wave, isn't it? But I just don't feel like they're going to do enough damage, like to us. It's whether or not we can do enough to them. It's certainly not consistent. But yeah, no, Aspen, certainly, this is the way forward. This is the way forward. He's pushing this. He's already an Aspen account. And the bones were there. And I think the problem is with, say, Eric's account was that he's struggling with copies. And the issue when you struggle with copies is that it doesn't make it very flexible. So a lot of the time when you see people's accounts, it's the other way around, right? They've got copies, but they haven't got any resources. His was just tied up in the wrong things. Tied up in Term and Ignatia. But we've stripped them back. What we'll do, we'll come back. Should we see one more? We'll come back when we're finished. If we get it finished. We actually won. So I cut away because it was going to take forever. I mean, we're at like round 19 or something silly. So that's fantastic. So we've already made some progress on the account, which is great, which is fantastic. We're going to leave it there. What we're going to do now, I've never done an account review properly. So we're going to probably cut away and go back to my basics, which is graphical stuff. But yeah, just to finish up, this is what we're looking like. It's in such a better state. And now we'll get into the point where we'll talk about what I want to see him do in the future. Right, we're back to the graphics. So we're going to start off with a general overview of Eric's account. The bones of the account are there. He has built up a very solid account. He's got the heroes built that he wants to be built. I think it was a mistake maybe with Wukong, but he's got the right heroes there to push him on. He has got plenty of food and spiritual essence to move forward. So we're not worried on that side of it. Between Stellar and Cot, he's got too much Cot. He did tell me he was a bit of a Cot man, or he said I was going to say he was a Cot man, one of those. He is a little bit, so he needs to build up his Stellar reserves, and he is lacking in subs and Destiny material. But when you combine those things together, it's not a huge deal. It just takes a little bit of time to move on. At least he hasn't got a point where we're having to completely strip down the account to make it viable. Like, is there. The big problems. I'm noticing there's a serious lack of Prophet Orbs and Summon Scrolls and Wishing Coins. I don't know if he's been using them outside of events. I don't think he has done, but we need to sort that out. And artifacts are dreadful. and cores as well. He hasn't got Betty's core. So yeah, that's like the big red flags. The reason that I've said that like the void materials and the subs and DT isn't a massive issue is because until we get those artifacts and cores sorted out, it's irrelevant anyway. So we're going to talk now about what we want him to do. First up, no more X levels. They're a massive waste of resources. He's a light spender. There's no need to be spending gold and spirit. I forgot what it was called. And spirit. His next hero is going to be very heavily dependent on how good or bad Oscar is. Eric already has Oscar to E5, so he's in a really good position that if Oscar's strong, that can be his next jumping off point. He's also in a good position where he's got the base Wukong, Azrael, Yumturm, and Ignatia that he can regress when he needs to. He's got plenty of soul symbols to regress them heroes, get lots of resources back, and obviously lots of food. He has got 3 copies of Heartwatcher. He needs to build Heartwatcher now, like immediately. And so whilst we talked about saving up the other resources, he also needs to get copies of Drake and Olivia. I didn't immediately notice he didn't have any of those 3 heroes on his account, but he needs them, especially if it's an Aspen account. Like he needs them. And ignoring Oscar, right? Let's say that Oscar's trash. His next build will either be Natalie, Melissa, or Madeline. He already has copies of Natalie, and he already has the light food tied up in Wukong. So maybe that's the route he wants to go. I feel like because he's got a Destiny Wukong, maybe Natalie would feel a little bit redundant, and he would do better perhaps with a Madeline. But that's completely up to him and to follow the path that he wants to go with. Resources. No more cot, man. Stop picking it. You've got over 5 million cot. You can make another hero. And you're going to get more cot back when you regress Yumturm and Ignatia. No more cot. You need to get subs and cores. I would suggest you get it in equal measure. The fact that Aspen's behind Wukong, obviously in Destiny transition, is a slight issue, though it's not a massive problem. But you are going to want to get Aspen's core sooner rather than later. But first up, you need to grab Betty's core. Like instant progress getting Betty's core. And once you sort out Betty's core as well as the artifacts, you can then push forward and get Vortex done and completed. Forcing artifacts for a while isn't going to hurt you. It's something that I normally don't recommend people do. But your issue isn't necessarily like the standard issues people have, like having no Stellar or no subs or anything like that. Even though it's a bit low, you have no artifacts, man. Like we need to get that sorted out. So whether it's a case of picking artifacts over other stuff for the next couple of events, just to give yourself a little boost, again, it's up to you. I would certainly say you need to get some Demon Bells or Spiritual Mirrors on your account and nail down your event resources, dude. Tavern and Aspen, get in there. Spend all your gold in Aspen to get the wishing coins. Try and really get the Tavern down. I think you should definitely have more profit orbs. And one thing I noticed, you used your super wishing coin event outside of a wishing coin event. Don't do that. You didn't need to do that. I saw the timer on it. I know you didn't do it during a wishing coin event. So you could have used those 50 super wishing coins and got some more back as a refund. So just bear that in mind. Little things will make a big difference. And this is the artifact. Again, I ripped this from a different video. You have got a splendid Lingering Melody of the Universe. You don't have another offensive artifact other than a standard Dante's Cane. I don't know if you will get more benefit from splitting that Splendid down into 2 glitteries so that both your Wukong and your Aspen can have one, because if they don't, then they're sitting there with an Echo of Death. I don't know. I've never seen the situation, so I don't know what's actually going to be better for you, but maybe try it out. You lose absolutely nothing from breaking down the artifact and trying it out. You need energy artifacts. You need it. Demon Bells. Get yourself Demon Bells. And when you're planning it out, bear in mind, Demon Bells aren't available in every chest. I don't think still from Mysterious Hours you can get them. So just check that out and make sure if you're buying stuff from the marketplace that it's going to be Demon Bells rather than something else. And you've got a glittery Dragon Rui. Bearing in mind you haven't got Betty's core and we haven't quite got a subbed up. It's difficult. I would still probably prioritize energy artifacts over the Ruis. It depends a lot on the upcoming events. We obviously have Chinese New Year. If it's an event like the Scratch Card event where you can get 4 origin artifacts, or however many it was for free to play, or if you're going to spend some money, you might be able to get 3. Then go for the Splendid Dragon Rui first. If it's not, and you can just get mysterious artifacts, obviously I would prioritize getting the Demon Bells, because that's going to help you out massively with your Aspen. And the rest is just up to you. Every artifact's there. You can use any single artifact you want, but yeah, you need to get your energy artifacts and you need to grab more Ruis. But look, that's all done. We're all done. I liked the account. I really enjoyed doing what we done, and I hope you're happy with it. Obviously, let us know. The account's in such a better place. We already cleared more of VC, and we'd get further in VC. You're going to do far more in boss fights. You'll be doing better in PvP. The account is in a much, much more stable place. So I'd love to see it after the next couple of big events. So say in a month, 6 weeks, I'd love to revisit it. And so we can do another video on your account. If you're someone else that wants to have their account done and you've got some soul symbols and you want us to check it out, hit us up on the stream on Fridays. We can check it out. And if we want to do a video, we can do a video. But anyway, guys and girls, thank you so much for watching and listening. Any feedback, let me know down below. Make sure you stay safe. VH out.